Hello, I'm Rachel, shamanic, intuitive, transformational coach and energy worker. And I am sharing this video this week, and it's all around what is Pura Vida. As I've now started to expand and be more active and doing lots more things in this business, I've had a few people say, well, what is Pura Vida? So I will share with you kind of the brief story of how this came about. So it was 2019, and I was in a bit of a rut in life. I was struggling a lot with anxiety, with depression, and a lot of suicidal thoughts. So I wasn't in a great place, to be honest, but I still tried to just battle through life, putting the mask on and making out everything was fine. And then in the summer of 2019, I then started to see some videos appear on Facebook for a retreat center in Costa Rica called Rhythmia. And so I started to follow these videos, and I was more and more intrigued. And then in the November, I went to visit my friend, and we had dinner together. And I said to her, I've been seeing this retreat center, and I really want to go. It's in Costa Rica, but I'm feeling really drawn to it. And she said, oh, are you going to be doing plant medicine there? And I thought, well, this is odd. Not many people know about that. And I said yes. And so that was my first kind of, somebody else kind of bringing this into my attention, if you like. And then off that weekend, I came home, put the TV on in the days that I used to watch TV. I don't anymore. And an advert appeared, a holiday advert to go to Costa Rica. Well, to this day, I have never seen a holiday advert for Costa Rica. So that had happened. So I thought, interesting. So I'm watching these videos for this retreat center in Costa Rica. My friend knows something around what I'm going to go and experience there, and nobody else I knew about it. I see an advert for Costa Rica on holiday this day, another one. And then that weekend, I put the TV on the Sunday, and there was a David Attenborough documentary. And guess what? It was in Costa Rica. So I think there's a lot of signs pointing me to take this journey. And at that time, I wasn't as spiritually open and aware as I am now. So these coincidences, as I saw them, I found quite unusual. And for me, it wasn't a direct, oh, you need to do this. If those things appeared now, I'd be like, right, this is a calling. I need to go and do this stuff. So yeah, interesting. And so that was in the November time. And then on New Year's Eve, I was all dressed up, ready to go to my friend's house for a New Year's Eve party. And this was in the days as well where I would consume as much alcohol to the point of literally passing out. And yeah, wouldn't want the party to end on an evening. So I thought, well, this is the last time I think I'm going to do this. And I was sat there in my bedroom all ready to go with my glittery dress all on, ready to see in the new year. And another video came up for Costa Rica for this place called Rhythmia. And I watched this video and I just thought, I'm going. That is it. I'm going. So I called Costa Rica New Year's Eve, and I barely had the money to pay the deposit. And I thought, I don't know how I'm going to pay for the rest of it. But at that time, I just thought I need to go. I booked in. So I had the conversation, booked myself in, and planned to go in March 2020. What a significant year 2020 was for all of us. And so I went to that party, partied hard, and knew that would be the last time that I would do that. And it was. And then January came, and this was at the time where I just had my HR consultancy, and lots of work just started coming in, plenty and plenty of work, and I was busier than ever. And this meant that it generated the money that I needed to get off to Costa Rica and to stay at Rhythmia for my life-changing retreat. And so that's the connection to Costa Rica. And then I won't go into all the details around really what happened there on this video. But ultimately, that's where Pura Vida comes from. So Pura Vida is a saying, a phrase that's used in Costa Rica, and it's unique to Costa Rica and their philosophy there. And this is around the Costa Rican philosophy. It's about a way of life for happiness. And that in doing that, it helps you to live your best life. So it's pronounced Pura Vida. And yeah, it really struck a chord with me. And the people there really struck a chord with me. And when we use Pura Vida, it's used as a greeting, it's used as farewell, it's a way to express gratitude or contentment. So now you can see why this has such a resounding impact on me, this phrase. It basically means all good. And this is the life. Take it easy. Hello, goodbye. So yeah, a really heartfelt phrase for me that really struck a chord. And while I was in that retreat, I then had a download that I needed to start up my new business, as it was then. And that's why I called it Pura Vida, Pura Vida Your Life. And so that's where it pretty much began. So what Pura Vida is in a philosophy in my business is all around living a better life, a better way of being, a simpler life. And this is getting back to the basics of what actually makes for a good life. So those are things like spending time with your family. I spent so much of my life, my adult life, distracted by earning the next salary, having the next promotion, the next car. So I was consumed by chasing up that career ladder. And, you know, when I look back now, I did miss times with my family, important times with my family. So now I see why it's so important to spend time with my family and also with my friends. It's also around being friendly, making an effort to be friendly, even to total strangers. And that really helps you to connect with people. And that's what we want as human beings. We want to connect with other human beings. And there's nothing more empowering and powerful than looking into the eyes of somebody and saying, I see you, I hear you, and I feel you. We are connective beings. So, and then also it's learning about why less is more. And it's all around getting rid of all the crap that we think is important in our lives and making life much more simpler without all the stuff. Because what I've learned is the stuff doesn't make you happy. Might do for a moment or two, but you know, it really doesn't give you lasting happiness. So it's about living much more humbly and living more simply, still having nice things, but not putting such much meaning of happiness on stuff. And another one is let the sun kiss your skin. And I did today. It was a beautiful day here in Coventry and the sun was beaming and it was so nice to be out there. It was absolutely glorious. And we have so many benefits for getting out in that in the sun, from generating the vitamin D that we need. So many benefits for that. Also, it's around being active. And that's my couple of years, and it's made a huge transformation in me mentally, physically, and emotionally. So being as active as possible, because then what that does is avoids the increase of obesity, and I was overweight, and also all around depression. So being in that loop of anxiety, depression, not being happy, it was around the fact that I wasn't being active enough, really, that was as having an effect on that. And the other thing is appreciate the beauty in your surroundings. Since being on this journey, I've never seen nature in the way that I do now. It's like life is in full HD, and I see the beauty in nature and in everything. And it's really good for your soul. And I feel really connected now with nature. So how often do you surround yourself in nature? Everything's getting fuller and fuller of plants. My plants seem to be my extended family in my home. It's all around you are what you eat, which is quite obvious, isn't it? So the Costa Rican way is about having a nutrient-rich diet, eating with the seasons, and fueling your body with the right type of food. And so, you know, don't get me wrong, I do have the odd takeaway and stuff now, but I eat a lot more healthier than I ever used to. And again, that has a knock-on effect in the way that I see life, the way that I feel about life. Just my whole being has shifted and around what I'm feeding myself. And the final thing is about making time. You know, we only have so much time, don't we, in a day and in a lifetime. And the time here in this lifetime is gone in the blink of an eye. So the Pura Vida way is about making time to live life well, a life well lived. So leading a happy and fulfilled life and doing all the things that will support that, which is a lot of what I've already talked about, but also in changing the way that I think about myself, think about life, think about the world around me, the emotions that I hold in this experience of life, and then the actions that I carry out that will help me to have a fulfilling, happy, conscious life. So that is what Pura Vida is. And now, 2 years on, from March 2020, when that life-changing experience happened, I've continually expanded, grown, taken this path, and now it's come to a point where Pura Vida Your Life is very much in the driving seat of everything that I'm doing, and it's about me sharing my gifts, my soul gifts. I've found my life's purpose, my life's calling, and you can see now in everything that I share around Pura Vida, it's around holding events to help people connect more with themselves, with their inner world, with what's making them unhappy, and to challenge some of that stuff, and to make some changes, make everlasting changes, changing the way that they think, the way that they feel, and the way that they act. So that's Pura Vida. And remember, Pura Vida Your Life, it all starts with you. So until next time, Pura Vida, much love, many blessings, and be at peace.